Hello, it is October 8th, 2025. What you see here is not on my desk. This is not the current reading. This one is. What did I just do? What I did was go back to the reading I did on June 22nd, 2025. I watched the video. I screenshot it and printed that out so I can bring it into this video and make a comparison. Okay, this is the current reading. I pulled the runes and cards out on Monday the 6th. I uploaded that video, but I never really went into the reading because I'm still learning my runes. So, you know, I had to read these books and these for the cards and kind of sit and think about it for a while. And I'm honestly still not sure what I'm seeing, but I'll let you know what I see so far and how it fits into this reading a little. And so what I'm first gonna do is tell you what I have. No, tell you what I did, what I have, and then make the comparison and then go into each individually. I see them as like themes kind of fitting in together. All right, so what did I say I was first gonna do? So what I did, I have it in the Monday video. I pretty much did the same thing I did here. I put the obelisk and then from this bag, I dropped it and saw where they landed. These landed on the desk. These ones didn't here. Only this one did. And then I pulled 2 cards for each rune. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. And the same thing here is like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and then in this reading I said the east was here, west, so I'm going to do the same thing: east, west, south, north. And then houses, I guess I could do houses. I was thinking this is maybe Gemini communication. This is either family, the 4th house family, or 5th house like love maybe. And then over here probably this could maybe be the 7th house. I'm thinking maybe Scorpio. So this would be 7th house Libra, Scorpio death, and then 9th house Sagittarius travel, education, higher learning. Yeah, so that's what I did. And I got so all of them are reversed except for this one, Mannaz. So we have Mannaz, man, mankind, humanity, Fehu, cattle, money. I was just gonna say soul right now. Sun, and Ehwaz, horse, which is funny. Okay, so that's what I did. So let me make the comparison, and there's something with 3-Eye Atlas I will just talk a little bit about. I'm gonna, yeah, before I get any further, I'm gonna put down some more cards here. So I went to the Thoth deck to see this deck here, and then just pull out the tarot cards for, so I'm just gonna do that right now. So this is, yeah, maybe I should go further into what I got here. So with Mannaz, we got 7 of portals or cups, and then that's this in the Thoth deck. It said of Venus and Scorpio, and I believe this rune was Jupiter. And then Fehu was Venus and Moon, the Empress. And then I got the Empress card. I'm going to put it right here. The Soul with the Ace of Earth Guardians, or Ace of Pentacles. So Ace of Discs in the Thoth, the Alchemist. And then with the Ehwaz, the Judgment card, Wounded Child, and this is Eon from Thoth. And then I pulled I didn't pull this card. I got this card out, the Dream of You Shaman Oracle, because I see this somehow not exactly fitting, but something with the labyrinth. So I'm going to put it right there. All right, so let me go into making the comparison. Okay, so what I first thought was weird was when I pulled these runes on Monday, or drew from this bag here, yeah, so in this reading there's 4, this reading 4, so I was like, okay, that's strange. I got 4 again, and then I'm like, I'm pretty sure I got Mannaz, which I did, and it was right here. Like, isn't that weird? Like, so it's like almost in the same position, or, you know. And these were reversed, and these ones were also reversed. So I thought that was strange. And then I was also like, I thought I got Fehu, and I did. Fehu. So in this reading, that was the first one. Fehu was just a little off, so maybe like over here in reverse, and now we have it here, reverse. So, and this time none of them fell off the table, because this one fell off the table. Esau was a little over here, but I moved it over here, reversed. And then Wunjo was like on the floor, off the desk. Yeah. So there's some things, like, I'm like, it probably sounds like I'm all over the place right now. So, yeah, so with the Mannaz in that reading, I had this card, right? Venus. So I was trying, like, something with Venus, right? And it's weird because, like, I'm not getting Venus here now, but with the Fehu, there's a Empress, Venus, it's Venus card. Okay, so I thought that was a little strange. And then with Fehu's, I was saying there must be something with gold, because there's gold here, and I was thinking that was like a, in this Fehu card, a golden nut the squirrel is carrying. And then this is Naga Golden Lotus, Empress. So there's still like a golden connection, it seems. And then Isa, ice. Now we have, like, over here, the sun. All right, and then Wunjo. We didn't get that one this time. And I didn't see it before, because it says that this Mannaz is pretty much 2 Wunjos mirroring each other. And in that reading, I was saying, like, okay, so this card went with Wunjo. I'm not sure if I'm saying right. Illumination. And I was like fitting it with the rainbow. It being the 8th rune. I'm like, I feel like there's a tie with the rainbow. Right? And I was talking about 2 rainbows recently. So if you say this is rainbow, and then we have 2 rainbows mirroring each other, I don't know. Maybe there's something to that. Possibly. And we didn't get it this time. But we have the sun this time. I think that's all I wanted to point out, like how it's transitioned, I guess. So after this, the June 22nd, 2025, I haven't done another rune reading until recently, until the October 6th. So is that all I wanted to say for... So instead of ice, we have the sun. Fehu is now down here. Something with gold still. And now 2 rainbows. I think that's all. But yeah, in that video, I was saying there's something with 3 eyes. I was like, innocence. This card is an innocence card. This card is integrity. This card is illumination. And this card is protection. I'm like, there's something with 3 eyes. I don't know. And then now looking back, I'm like, 3-eye atlas? I mean, even if it I was like, maybe it's something with the third eye. And then this part here, like, it kind of connects to the 3-eye atlas. Like, it's weird. I don't really know what to think about this. It's probably just my, I don't know. I'll let you know. So, I don't know if this is tying in a 3-eye atlas, or it's just kind of like a side note, kind of weird, or like a comparison, like something. I'm not making sense. I think I'm just looking here to see if there's anything. I had amber, and I just lit up a amber incense. I wasn't like really thinking about it. I was looking through my incense. I was like, which one do I want? I'm like, amber. And then I'm like, oh yeah, and that one I had, I don't know, it probably doesn't mean anything, but I thought I'd share. I like these incense to Morningstar. All right, continuing on. So I'm gonna leave this right here. And so, and then I'll go through each one. I'll show you the books and yeah. So I said themes. So I'm feeling like this one is collective. This one's collective and about relationships. This one also relationships. And this one is like where we want to go, above the horizon. And these two kind of coming this way. And then maybe somehow fitting in. I don't know. So like I said, I don't really know exactly. I'll just tell you what I see right now. How long has it been? 12 minutes. Okay, not too bad. So I'm going to start here. So let's go into the rune first. So we have Mannaz, right? Oh yeah, maybe before I get started. So there's that. So what we have here is Mannaz first, second Fehu, then third is Sowilo. I just said sun soul. And the fourth, Ehwaz. And Mannaz, this is Jupiter, earth, air. So there's the first 8, next 8, next 8. So, and then Fehu, we have Venus, moon, fire, earth. And then this one here, Sowilo, sun, fire. And then the last one, Ehwaz, Gemini, Mercury, earth, water. That's from this book. Okay. Lisa Chamberlain, Runes for Beginners. Here goes my throat again. Okay, so Mannaz is mankind. And did I already mention I'm still learning my runes, so you can learn with me if you don't know. And yeah, humanity, intelligence, creativity, rune of the mind, matters related to language, law, and academic studies. So this here, I said collective, the labyrinth, something collective, right? And I got this one from an old reading. I believe it was from last summer. This one I felt more like an individual, like path, like starting from here and rising up, like through constructs, somewhat with like childhood wounds, like you just right? But in this one, I get a sense more like it's, especially with the two Wunjos, like mirroring, like a coming together to get to the center. So I feel kind of, in a sense, like and it is down south. So we went from like an individual to something collectively. That's what I'm feeling. This is where the 3-eye atlas weirdness comes in. So recently I've been watching remote viewing videos. There was I should have got his name. I forgot his name. But he had some videos that I was watching a little bit of that, and then in my feed another remote viewer shows up, and then it's like remote viewing through our atlas. It was a few days ago, right? She has 3 videos. I just watched the last video. She just posted yesterday. So last night I was watching it, and she was drawing something out, like circle within a circle within a circle. She was remote viewing the 3-eye atlas, right? So she's talking about this device or like the information on it, and it's pretty much like memories. Like as she was drawing it, so like their memories, like they want to be remembered. Oh yeah, I should say, I should say if it sounds interesting, like, yeah, you can, I don't want to spoil it for you. You could go, the channel name is No Rivets. She has 3 videos she posted recently on remote viewing the 3-eye atlas. Like, I'm just thinking, like, even if it's not, like, she's not seeing it right or reading, you know, even if it's, like, it's still very, like, imaginative, it's creative, it's, I don't know, it's interesting. And I don't know if it was, like, for me, like, a synchronicity and there's, like, some sort of tie to it. Maybe. But, okay, I'm going to continue on. So in that, she was, like, saying there's, like compartments, I don't know. And, like, the ones closest to the center are, like, more important to that species group or whatever. And then the outer, I think she said, was, like, technology and, like, science. So what they want to be remembered, like, the most in the center, what's most important to them. And, like, it's like there's, like, paths and you can connect to the and then, yeah, she was talking about that. She's like, oh, it's a labyrinth. And then I was like, oh, that's strange. I pulled that card out on Monday. So, yeah. And then we got the Destroyer card. So I'm like, releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for new life. And I don't get a sense like it's, you know, like with anger, you hold stuff down and then you like just explode when it gets too much. I don't get that feeling from this. And then there was volcanoes over the summer, and I brought it up a little bit because so you can see that as like Earth releasing, especially with earthquakes, like see like things that need to be brought up into awareness coming up to the surface. And I'm not really getting that sense with the Destroyer. I'm not really sure like how to take this. Like and then this one, it said their lotuses like have slime in the thought deck. Venus and Scorpio. I think I'll move on because I don't I don't know. And this was upright, so I'm not going to take so the shadow attributes would have been intoxication with destructive power, destroying other dreams or potential. Actually, let me go into the book. Yeah. Let me go into the book for both of them. And then I'll continue on over here. So that's what it says for Destroyer. Can be beneficial when releasing that which is limiting us as therapists or spiritual masters who destroy our illusions Shadow Destroyer becomes intoxicated with destructive power and can manifest as a dictator or a nation that destroys other nations or as people who destroy the environment. Look for a pattern within your psyche that destroys relationships or promotes attitudes and opinions that destroy others' dreams or potentials. Impulse to destroy and rebuild is archetypal. I mean, it could just be saying like Mother Earth, like trying to the whole... Okay, I'm going to move on. No. So I have to read for the Labyrinth. So 42. Labyrinth. So yeah, from the Unveiling the Golden Age. 7 of Portals, which is a 7 of Cups. Yeah, it's talking about focus. Trust your inner navigation system. Remind yourself of your priorities and keep the bigger picture of where you want to be heading in mind. Yeah, so don't be steered off course by distractions. Listen to your inner guidance. Suddenly you will find yourself at a point where the walls are open. You discover you are in a new place. You made it through, and with a rekindled sense of clarity and trust in your inner whisperings. Yeah, there's a trust. Think up here, something about trust, but we'll get there. All right, I'm going to go here. So here we have Fehu, which I said was with Moon, Venus, Taurus, Aries, Fire, Earth. Fehu having to do with money, abundance, and that was in reverse. So it said there could be loss of, and then from this book here, I'm just gonna, so it says in reverse, it is lack of money, loss of money, debt, possibly a loss of a job or cut in pay, getting fired or quitting a job, means cattle. And this is where I'm gonna, yeah. So cattle going with the Empress makes sense to me. I was watching a video, was it yesterday or the day before? I don't know, but I like to read comments, like, especially when they're funny. I think I was watching a relationship video, like, probably on avoidance or something. I don't remember what it exactly was, but someone made a comment. So it came in back into my awareness, the saying, I don't exactly know how, like, why buy the cow when you can milk it for free? Like, that's what I was getting. And this was in reverse. So I think this is saying to, and then also, like, in the last reading, I was saying, like, I pulled out a card. It wasn't self-sabotaging, but it was self something, like, about helping yourself before others, like not feeling guilty about it. If there's stuff you need to, that's what I'm kind of feeling. Like, I'm not saying as an Empress being abundant and to hold that, but like just be more mindful, like who gets it. Maybe focus more on like creative work and not, and then being abundant with that and not having others come to you because they see you're abundant and like just taking, being selfish. Yeah. There's the lotuses, the bubbles, golden. I said in this one there's something about collecting your nuts. Winter's coming. Oh, and this is also a protection card. So last time Fehu got the protection. So yeah, protecting your, well, right? You can still share and just be cautious. Yes. I think that's all I wanted to say with that one. So, and then I feel, so this is south. So somehow with this, like I see this as a dragon under the water still. So you got the lotus, like trying to, is that another world? Because you got, like, looks like Earth, and then after that looks like Africa. Maybe not, but like he's still under. So I kind of felt like that too. Like it still needs to rise, and I feel like this is one place you want to get to. Like this is like more like the new Earth right here. And I said we had Issa Ice. I felt like that was something with yeah, like justice. And now it's, so I'm gonna go here, but before I do, I noticed this weird thing here. So we got stars, and then there's, so something like this also coming over here. We'll get there. So let's go into the rune first. The rune we have is, I'm like, is that one I wanted to read from this book? Is, I'm like, how do you even say it? Sowilo, sun. Which is fitting because she's out in the day, the daylight. It is a, okay, let me go here. So represents the light of day, in which all is illuminated and there is no darkness to obscure a vision. It is a rune of light's victory over the dark and can bring much needed clarity and healing to a situation. And also in both books, it says there's no reversal. So that's gonna stay upright. So technically I could say there were two upright, and this was reversed and reversed. Drawing Sowilo indicates that you are in a position to use the beneficial energies of the sun to illuminate your path and reach your goals. Draw on your creativity and your inherent skills and talents to strengthen your pursuits, knowing that you have a great power at your disposal. Strengthen, self-confidence, motivation, success, healing, victory over challenges, spiritual guidance. I forgot. I don't think I went in the book for this one, so I'll get back to this one. But let's go to Meadow. How long has it been? 28 minutes. Okay. So let me see. So consider mapping out a plan for you for how you can turn ideas into reality and the components, materials, or collaborations you might need. Sorry, I can't read. Even the ritual act of considering and preparing the gestation container will nurture the spark of forward momentum. This card encourages you to consider the next phase of your expanding your blossoming ideas. Keep your eyes open for perfect synchronicities and opportunities as they appear and ground them further. Yeah, I'm not going to read. Yeah, I did say that we want to come back to this place. Come to this place. And then a lot of times Ace of Pentacles is like in a love reading is like offering, like commitment or something. So yeah, this, I feel like leaving, like, I can see how this works for me personally. You know, those ones that are trying to use you, like, push them to the side, and then to, you know, like, away. So or upright. Well, we want to keep the Empress card to make space for people that deserve to be in your life. That's what I'm saying. I don't know why it takes me so long to say what I'm thinking. Okay, but I said I would get back to that. So, okay. So there's a part I wanted to read. Be mindful of, yeah, I should have started with that. Be mindful of not giving all your energy away to others so that it drains you, gets you overly caught up in their endeavors, or is overbearing. It is also good to check any codependent or controlling tendencies. In romantic relations, ensure an adult-to-adult dynamic is present rather than a parent-child imbalance. Cultivate trust and independence with loving compassion. And then it talks about something with DNA. Yeah. Okay. Let's move to here. So up here we have Ehwaz. Horse, and that's funny because there's a Pegasus right there, if I didn't say that already. And this one here, it says that this rune represents the quality of faith, loyalty, and trust, all necessary to a successful relationship between a horse and its rider. Rune of partnership and friendship, and indicates the need to be faithful and accountable to the people in your life. If the reading is about a relationship, drawing Ehwaz is a good sign that these crucial aspects are present for both people involved. But it was in reverse. So let me go down to reverse. Ehwaz in the reverse position could indicate that you or someone in a relationship is not demonstrating faith or loyalty. If you have been wondering whether to trust someone, Ehwaz reverse may be confirming your doubts. Alternatively, it may be signaling a lack of faith or trust on your part. This is a good time to step back and take a look at the bigger picture. Are you harboring past hurts that are preventing you from trusting or accepting someone else's trust? Lack of momentum. Didn't I say there's like momentum? Something about momentum down here. Take an objective look at how you have been approaching things up to now. Is there a lack of faith in yourself or the outcome that's keeping you, or in the outcome that's keeping you stuck? If so, don't make decisions from this place. Wait until you've gained your confidence. Yeah, and then it says in reverse, yeah, it might not be good to travel. Avoid traveling if you have to, or be cautious. Yeah. And then let me get to what it says for child wounded. So there are several wounded child cards here. And we have so there's child, divine, eternal, magical, nature, orphan, and then we got the wounded. Holds memories of abuse, neglect, and other traumas endured during childhood. May also awaken a deep sense of compassion and a desire to find a way to help other wounded children. Often opens a learning path of forgiveness. May manifest as self-pity, blame, and resistance to moving on through forgiveness. Look for a habit of blaming a painful childhood for all subsequent dysfunctional relationships. And if I were to play, I feel like it's more in the 9th house. If it's a 8th house, you can see like death, the transformation. 9th house. 9th house is travel. Higher learning. So collective awakening, judgment. So looking at it in relationships, I'm gonna say I watch tarot videos and, you know, those like relationship videos, and I already mentioned, I read comments, and it's like there's so many people that are hurt, but like reading comments is confusing too, because they're hurt, and I don't want to take the other person's side, but like they're probably also a wounded child. Like I feel like maybe that is a collective awakening. Like sorry, I don't know how to say what I'm thinking. Like instead of like, you know, wanting them to get their car, they say like forgive, and you know, like you can't move on if you don't forgive. Like yeah, but it's like I feel like maybe in the collective, like we're trying to help the other side too, because for them to act those ways, they, you know, I have my my own relationship problems, but I'm just saying those comments are kind of confusing because they're hurt, but then it's like, I don't know, it's just hard for me to, I mean, you need both sides of stories, yes, but it's, I don't know, collective awakening. And then you see the stars here going here. So that's why I said it's like this is trying to move to the sunlight, and so is this. Or if it's like, well, in reality, that astrology chart goes this way. The sun going down. No, I don't want to look at it that way. So it's strange that Mannaz is. One thing I noticed strange is, so this is from the Thought deck, right? And there's like 3 babies, and then here it looks like there's 3 people, and then I noticed these dots. Awakens compassion and desire to serve others. Wounded children opens the learning path of forgiveness. But with the awakening, I feel like it's more than that. Something with the stars coming here. Pegasus. I'm trying to think what else to say. Oh, I brought, because it looked similar to that one, so it's not, because this one is the, where is it? That one. The Ehwaz, and this one, yeah. I think that's all I want to say. How long has it been? Oh my god, 38 minutes. I feel like I haven't really said much. I feel like I could just make a quick summary, like, this is this, this is this, this is this, this is this. Okay, thank you for watching. But, yeah, thank you for being patient with me. I'm gonna leave it there. All right, thank you for watching.